Well, first of all, I have, for as long as I can remember, I've always had a respect for animal life. I grew up on a farm, and the particular farm I grew up on, we treated animals as well as they could hope to be treated, because we looked at them not simply as our sustenance, and we didn't raise a lot of animals, they were just part of the farm. But also, when we would sit down to have a meal, and we took one of the chickens to have for a Sunday dinner or what have you, we would say a prayer, not just for the sustenance we were receiving, but also for the chicken that had given its life so that we could have that sustenance. So I was raised in a way that had a great deal of respect for animals at all levels. Then, obviously, when I became a legislator, it was a natural shift for me, if you will, to be able to support legislation that would help to end animal cruelty in Pennsylvania. What I do know is that they suffer pain in exactly the same way that we do. I do know that they respond to fear in exactly the same way that we do. Fight or flight. They will flee first if they can. If they can't, they'll fight. I do know that they will stand up and try to protect their like kind. And beyond that, they will also stand up and try to protect humans. And if anyone doesn't believe that, they should talk to the military corps for the Canine Corps or the police corps for the Canine Corps, and they will understand all too quickly how animals act very much like humans under exact same circumstances. Now, does that mean that they're human? No, it doesn't. Does it mean that they have a soul? No, I don't know if they do or not. Does it mean that they are sentient and they can feel pain and they have emotions and they can provide compassion? Yes, it does. Writing letters, making telephone calls, making personal visits, those are the critical elements. And writing letters in a handwritten sense works very well. Social networking is becoming very popular and very effective. There's a number of legislators that have created their own pages on Facebook or their own websites where they have a blog, or they're on Twitter. All right, so all of these social networking opportunities provide a basis to carry our message to the legislator as well, to the policymaker. My goal would be that I would hope people at some point would begin to recognize that all of these creatures do in fact feel pain and feel fear. And if they do that, then we should be showing compassion to all of them with our anti-cruelty statutes. Right. States copy from one another. If they see something being tried in one state and it's working, and people such as you and I and others in the citizenry out here recognize that and take it to our legislators, they'll look at it and say, well, you know, it's working in Montana or Texas or Ohio, and the state hasn't fallen apart, so maybe we should try to do it here as well.